We just did it and thought it was good, just wanted to put it down, just to have it down.
On the Esplanade, my coffee's gone cold. I won't forget.
It's a whole new generation of fans, record collectors, young artists, and I find that thrilling, really.
Love and television.
Would never have thought in 1980 that I would be going into the Melbourne Town Hall to play to 3,000 people. So it's very exciting, a little nerve-wracking.
Your eyes in mine, smoking our mouths till morning.
I think the music scene in Melbourne was better than anywhere else in Australia. I was a music journalist. I started off as a journalist and I got put on entertainment. So I met a lot of musicians. Mainstream Aussie rock was and still is incredibly sexist. But the punk movement, it was the first time that I saw girls getting up on stage everywhere. Girls suddenly started joining bands all over the place. Ash was ahead of his time, way ahead of his time.
It was an exciting world. Synthesizers had yet to find their limit. There were many things that could be done which hadn't been done.
It must be love. It must be love.
And this period ended up being very creative. Ash had a warehouse in Brunswick Street and we was mucking around on synthesizers. You could make all these sounds and really beautiful sounds.
The huge room-size modular synthesizer had been reduced to the Mini Moog, and then there were various other synthesizers which were small and portable. Anybody could play them and anybody could make crazy sounds, and there were really no boundaries.
Well, Cold Café was actually written out of a personal experience of mine about somebody who left to go to another country.
You left me.
Karen and I just got together in a room with a couple of synthesizers and you sang it to me. And I think I wrote it into a sequencer and the rest became history.
Well, that's kind of how we worked, isn't it? Just really simply, just with a little melody line.
And a really tiny little drum machine.
We were not doing it for anybody or thinking about what we're going to do next. We never have thought at the time, let's get a band together and do all the venues. I think we knew that the market just wasn't for us at that time. I mean, my royalty check was so small, it was laughable. The fact that it was #1 on Triple R and Triple J, I remember at the time being, you know, really pleased about that. And I just knew that there was nowhere else for it to go here. I often thought, gee, I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone overseas in the 80s, but I didn't. It was long gone in my past. A nice memory. It never really occurred to me that somebody was going to rediscover the song and give it this whole new life. When I was approached to put my song on a compilation album, I said yes, and it's just grown and grown and grown from that. And then Michael Cusack, who's Australian, asked me if he could put out the 4 songs that I recorded at the same time as Cold Café, and I said sure. Music is cyclical. This music has come about again, electronic, minimal wave music. The internet got it all around the world. What was a very small market when the record first came out in Australia is now huge.
Hide me behind a plastic face. Don't wanna be recognized this way.
And we'd never played it with a band. We tried it and it was really fabulous. Ash is the musical director and I was surprised. In our first rehearsal, I did actually have fairly strong ideas because I wouldn't call myself a musician in the same terms as they are. I joke about being the boss, like it's not a band, it's an autocracy and I'm the boss. But no, it does feel like a band. if you wait long enough, it comes around again. I never compromised. I never tried to turn it into something that would fit. It's just felt right. We're just going for this ride and taking it as far as it's going to take us. So far, it's felt really good.